the Bears are leaning toward trading the number 1 overall pick. And my reaction to that is, well, that tells me the Bears haven't lost their damn minds, because I keep seeing this idea that they should trade Justin Fields and take quarterback Bryce Young with the 1st overall pick in the draft. And it ignores the reality. And all we have to do is just look back to 2018. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, Lamar Jackson. It's still a crapshoot, folks. So you're trading in a guy who, number 1, is the most dangerous running option at the quarterback position right now in the NFL in Justin Fields. And so you've got a lottery ticket that you scratched off, and it's looking pretty damn good, right? You maybe haven't won the jackpot, but you're at least close to 100,000, and maybe the jackpot's still lurking under the last little square to scratch. And you're going to trade that back for a brand new lottery ticket that you don't know what it's going to be. And, oh, well, the evaluators say this and the evaluators say that. Well, where are the evaluators when the guys end up not being very good? They keep their mouths shut and their heads low lest they be exposed for getting it wrong. So you have a guy that is checking the boxes. You keep that guy. And fortunately, the Bears realize that. And I never really doubted it. And I don't know whether people just are looking to create content or be contrarian or come up with a hot take. But this idea that the Bears should trade Justin Fields and draft another quarterback is freaking ludicrous to me, Chris.
It's ludicrous. I saw Justin Fields at the Super Bowl, and I said, listen, I mean, look, I used to be the Justin Fields hater. Now I'm the Justin, I'm the guy that's sticking up for Justin Fields everywhere. Good, saying the things you're saying. What? You have a guy that has an elite trait that, they don't go around or grow on trees. You don't give that away. Mike, you said it. I mean, he's the number 1 running quarterback in football. I mean, Mike, I don't know. He might be top 5, definitely top 10 in football with the ball in his hands, period. I don't care, receiver, running back, whatever. He's in that conversation. I mean, I see a lot of receivers in positions like this. They don't outrun the whole Miami Dolphins defense for a 70-yard touchdown. He's special. He's built like a Greek god. And they've finally laid down the groundwork for something to where you go, ooh, I see the potential for the team and what they're doing with him. The way they're running the ball, their offensive line is pretty damn good and can move people in the run game. They have some running backs. They got Mooney. They traded for Chase Claypool. I mean, to me, it seems like you're more than halfway there with your formula to make the Justin Fields offense work. And you're right. Bryce Young, I like him, right? He's awesome at playing the position, a natural. He's really small. To me, he does not have an elite trait that jumps out to him right now. And I haven't studied these guys yet, but I don't look and go, oh, he's so fast, or oh, his arm is so great. And for me, to your point, the crapshoot, those things I'm mentioning, what Fields has, I would never give that away. And hopefully they're coming to their senses there, or never lost their senses.
And even though the SEC conference is the cream of the crop as far as the college game goes,
sure,
there's still a fundamental difference between that and the NFL.
Definitely.
And it's still an adjustment, and there's no guarantee. A smart GM told me this years ago. Every player coming out into the draft or undrafted has a ceiling somewhere between whatever they have accomplished in football and the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and no one knows where that ceiling is. The challenge is to best estimate where that ceiling is. But you're tested the moment you show up, and it really reaches a fever pitch when it's time to go out and play in a regular season game, and everything is faster, and everyone is bigger, and they're stronger. And are you going to bust through that ceiling or not? Where is your ceiling? There's only one way to find out, and we're finding that Justin Fields' ceiling is pretty damn high. Now, there's one caveat to this, Chris.
Yeah.
And I only say this because Fields was on Pardon My Take during Super Bowl week, and he made a comment about wishing the Bears will build a dome because he'd prefer to run indoors. And if that's the little seed that begins to grow, if he realizes, even if they build this new stadium that they're talking about and they've purchased the land and people still think it's a leverage play to get more public money to upgrade or rebuild or replace Soldier Field, but
I hope so.
If he starts thinking this through and realizes, you know what, probably during the best years of my career, we're not going to have a dome stadium, and maybe I should want to go to a team that has a dome stadium. I mean, if that would start to happen and the Bears would get the sense he's really not all in, that changes the analysis. But there's no reason to believe that beyond that one comment that could spread, that could grow, that could get stoked by others that say, oh, you should want to play here, you should want to play there. But as long as he's all in, with the Bears need to be all in with him.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so. I think we laid it out the right way. And, yeah, I mean, the dome thing, that's curious. I hope that's not a deal breaker for him. I hope. I mean, the Bears and their stadium, and when they're good in those conditions, they are an advantage. There's no question. Having played there and dealing with it, and, oh, wow, well, which way does the wind blow in the stadium this time of the day? All those little elements are, play in the favor of the Chicago Bears. I understand them, quarterbacks not loving it, but, hey, I mean, Mahomes isn't playing down there in Florida, right? Josh Allen ain't playing in Florida. Justin Fields has got enough skills to make it work and throw the ball through that wind in Chicago. It might not always be pretty and easy, but, yeah, I hear you. It's an interesting element nonetheless, Mike, and interesting that he brought that up.
But when you do play it out,
yeah,
because they're 1 year away from Justin Fields being eligible for his second contract, and the worst-case scenario for the Bears would be to pass on Bryce Young, to keep Justin Fields, and then find out at some point over the course of the next year Fields doesn't want to be there. It wouldn't be the first time that a quarterback decided he doesn't want to be where he is anymore. Deshaun Watson did it, and there may be others out there, including the one we're about to talk about, who's deciding he wants to move on. When you had a chance to get somebody who maybe would want to be there, and the guy that you thought wanted to be there decides he doesn't, then you got a problem. And frankly, if we're looking at the overall leverage that the team and the player has, the moment they don't draft a quarterback with the first overall pick, that gives more leverage to Fields next year when it's time for him to start getting that quarterback contract. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.